Hello friends, welcome to another rendition of Idiots Out Wrenching Around. I know we've seen a lot of Kelly and Tyler's vehicles. Today we're messing around with this 2004 GMC Envoy of mine. It's my daily. My mom actually bought this new in 2004 and drove it up until about 6 months ago. Got a new vehicle and sold it to me for a steal of a deal. As you can see, it's getting some new tires, but they're a bit bigger than the old ones. The old ones are 245 65 17s, which is about a 29.5 tall and a 9.5 wide. And the new ones here are 265 70 17s, which is just under 32 tall and 10.5 wide. They are substantially taller than the old ones. My biggest concern here was going to be rubbing on this bumper and just fitting in the front wheel well. So I initially bought some cheap Amazon leveling kit, basically just these blocks here for the front. We'll see how those work, but for some reason looks like there's only 2 spots to mount on the bottom. I don't know, we'll see how that works. They are MotoFab leveling kit, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. We'll find out. But originally I was just going to purchase these and the tires and pray it fit, but we ran into another issue, which I'll show you here in a minute. I took this one off the back just so I could show you, but the new tires actually hit the top of this knuckle right here, upper control arm. So we're going to have to come out a little ways. My wheel spacer's on the way. They should be here in about a week, but I'll try and cram it all into this video. Today we're just going to try and get these blocks in the front struts. See if we can pick the front of this up a little bit. I've just thrown this new tire up here, and you can see here that we don't have the most clearance in this vicinity. So hopefully a 2-inch spacer should help that issue out. Should kick it out about, well, it's not straight, but should kick it out maybe just outside of the body of the car, but it'll be close. Well, it looks like there is only 2 bolts. I can't see back there. Maybe, yeah, there we go. There's only 2 bolts on top of this strut, so I'm not sure why there's 3 on this here, but we're gonna roll with it. See what happens. See if we can get these rusty bastards broke loose with the milfucky. Oh yeah, not so bad, huh? Oh, it's beautiful. It's my first time using this, and it's beautiful. Oh, maybe. Oh no. Fuck. Oh, fuck. How many times can you say fuck in a YouTube video before they delete it? So we're on our second nut, and I've already said it 30 times, but oh, I found her. I thought she ate a good 18mm socket, but no, I found her. Back at it. Okay, well, after I lost my socket again, I ended up pulling the air filter box out of the way so I could get to that other bolt easier. So now the top of the strut should be free. I think I just have to pull this guy out here, knock that ball joint out, and should be loose enough to get it out. We'll find out. Alright, so it is a couple hours later than where I was in the last clip. So you can see I got this broke free from the upper control arm. This is out of the way. I just don't have enough room to get the top of the strut out, and I'm gonna have less room once I get that 2-inch block in there. It's been so long because I was trying to avoid having to go in the house and wake up my wife to get these 2 packs of Allen wrenches that I knew were in my nightstand. I knew she would wake up if I went in, so I did about everything I could with what I had to get this out. The reason I need an Allen wrench is so I can pull this sway bar link off. It needs an Allen key in there to hold the bolt straight while I pull the nut off. I even went to the sketchy place that nobody wants to admit they went to, and I put a ratchet strap on the coils and tried to compress the shock to get it out, and that didn't work either. So I caved. I went inside. We'll see if we can get this little link off and give us a little extra room to pull this out. Alright, so we got that link off. I pulled these 2 10mm bolts out to take some pressure off this brake line, and I was able to get it down low enough to pull the top of the strut out, but only barely. So we'll slap this guy on and pray like hell we can get it back in. Actually, this way. I don't know. Alright, boys. It's been another 2-3 hours. I don't know what time it is. The sun's coming up soon. I couldn't get the strut back in. Not even close getting it in up here with the block in it. So I've spent the last couple hours beating the strut out of its home. You know when you watch the DIY videos on YouTube and they do it in like 45 minutes, quick, easy install? Well, here we are. I think it's 1:30 a.m. Hoping now I can feed the top end of the strut in, bolt it in place, and then beat it back in from the bottom. We'll see. This is only the first side. Yeah. All right, the strut is back in at the top, securely fastened. We're in at the bottom. I'm just gonna use this jack to shove it up the rest of the way and get the bolt in. Hold it in place, maybe. Yep. Oh, it's beautiful. Just beautiful. Had that punch in there to open it up some so it would come out. Slap the bolt back in. I think we did it. Everything is, well, I missed a spot. Connect that brake line back up. There she is. And all 3 of the bolts actually mount up top. This one you can see I didn't get a socket on. I had to crank it on with the put her channel locks, but she's in there. 12 hours later. Button her up, on to the next side. Ugh. I wasn't gonna show you guys anything over on this other side, but I was looking everything over, knowing now kind of what I have to do. And this this fucking sway bar link technique. I don't have to take that one apart. It done that itself. I'll make this side a little easier. Hi kids. It is now about 4 o'clock. For reference, I took the first video at 10:30, and I started on the driver's side at 2:30. I just finished cleaning up the shop, so probably an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes for the second side, and then 4 hours for the first side, but she's done. It's a bit exaggerated because the tires are smaller in the front. I'll give you a better look here. There she sits. It definitely made a huge difference. I'm excited to see it with the bigger tires on the front. Obviously, there's 2 more inches of tire on the back right now, but you can definitely tell it changed the look of it quite a bit. It actually went pretty good once I knew what I was doing. Took me a minute to kind of figure out there was 3 studs on the top of the block, but there's only 2 studs on the top of the strap, but there's a hole already drilled for that third one, so it fit just fine. This cheap $50 Amazon leveling kit, it bolted right up, no issues, except for all the issues I ran into trying to get them in place. But for now it looks pretty good. I've got about a week wait on the wheel spacers before we can get the front tires put on. So I'll see you guys in a week, which for you will be about 5 seconds. See ya. All right, we're back. It's only been 2 days. I know I said it was gonna be a week, but the wheel spacers decided to show up a little early. I also went and got a new sway bar link to fix that real quick while I'm in there, and then hopefully we can run up and get the other tires put on, see how she ends up. Here. Yep. All right. Tire off. Grid locker. Don't know if this is enough. I've never done this before. I only got this little bottle, and we'll hope she makes it all the way around the car. Spacer. Oh, come on. Give her all the ugga-duggas. Oh yeah. Beautiful. 3 more to go. All right, boys, we got 4 wheel spacers on, leveling kit on, poking out just a bit. Hopefully just enough to clear the big tires on the front. Oh, yep. New sway bar links in. The old one had to come out with a little gentle persuasion from the grinder. Front tires are mounted, getting ready to be balanced. We'll be on the way. Graphic novels, action figures, and more. The sale excludes new LPs, new video games, and folks, there she is. I think it looks pretty good. Couple issues. The tires are rubbing really bad. Like, I can barely turn. I think it was a 12-point turn to go 90 degrees, make it straight right. So I'll have to do a little cutting, make a little room for them front tires, but for now she's looking pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Alright, so we can see here that we're rubbing a bit. Maybe just take the old angle grinder about here and just start cutting things off, maybe. But also, opposite side hits in the front. So, the slightest of turns is dragging. Well, let's do some cutting. Okay, here's where I'm at with the rubbing issue. I pulled this skirt off, which started here and ended back there right before the back tire. The tire pretty much rubs all the way up in here, so I'm gonna cut this bracket right here and trim this guy up somewhere up in here. And I've already whacked at the front bumper a little bit. That was plenty enough to make room for it in the front. Safety squints. Well guys, there she is, the finished product. Fender's all trimmed up, wheel well's all trimmed up I should say, so we get clearance for all the turning. No rubbing, maybe a little bit on the right side, but nothing major. Looks pretty good with the side skirts off. Actually, I was worried about taking those off, but it was painted underneath them, so hell, not too shabby. I think she looks mean for a, you know, mom-mobile grocery getter, but it looks better than it did anyway. Well friends, I think that's gonna do it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you aren't already, follow us on Instagram, Idiots Out Wrenching Around, Swifty 12 valve and Shitbox 12 valve. I know this video wasn't truck or diesel content, but hey, it was something. Thanks for watching. See you next time.